It's still a developing story. It's an ongoing discussion, an ongoing debate, and I'm sure that we'll be having some more of it in the coming days. Now, away from that, police detectives investigating the deadly Kwabenya armed attack a week ago say they're making encouraging progress in the search for the attackers and the fugitives. Among those arrested are 2 suspects police say are interesting to the case. The mastermind of the attack, whose name has been given as Nana Owo. Now, let's take you through some graphics here about what has happened so far. So the Kwabenya police shooting, this is what has happened on day 6th of January 27, 2018. 5 more suspects were arrested in Kaswa. On day 7, this is what happened on day 7, which was a Sunday. Exactly a week since the attack, that was Sunday, and a memorial was held for the fallen soldier. We're talking about the police, Mr. Shilive. Interior Minister promises them to bring all suspects to book, and another arms supplier was picked up. All happened during the weekend, and so you can understand how intense the police operation has been on this matter so far. Meanwhile, the police in the coming days will be seeking the face of God to deal with the increase in cases of attacks on their officers. What do you make of this move? We've been asking on the street.
That is how I see it, yeah, because, you know, there are various institutions in this country that need to do their job, okay? Religious group also have their own duty also to perform to help the country move on. And theirs is to intercede for us spiritually, that is prayer, okay? And the police also needs to focus when it comes to the physical aspect or strategies that they need to put in place to provide safety for the country. And that is what I think they should concentrate.
They have to. And besides, with the prayers, I think it will work. But the government need to put its effort to do something about it, because the security people who are protecting us and people are doing something bad to them is really, really bored, and it's something else.
The move of the policeman.
Oh, to me, I don't think this has something so special to do with God. It's about them organizing themselves well, trying to do everything on point. Yeah.
So you don't.
Now, I don't think it will be. It's cool though, but then basically they have to organize themselves well, know the left and right. There are things they will have to do. The police always have to be well armed and other stuff. Yeah, that one will be cool.
That one will be.
Okay, so praying, not that they're not working, they're working, we can give that to them. We've seen how they've arrested the people so swiftly. But what do you think on social media as well? Let's go back on Facebook and find out what people are saying on that. Please resorting to prayer. Okay, prayer Koberima Felix says, when I tell people hard, okay, so you're basically saying that when you speak, we use words you think are hard, people say you insult. Is this not total madness, you say? And you say that my uneducated knowledge tells me is about logistics and careful strategic planning, not prayers. If you don't have gun or more men, cars, how is that about prayers? Oh my God, you say, really? Okay. And you go on with all of those language. Laval Leroy says you need action and good strategy with good equipment and also change of attitude. Respect the job and stop taking 2 cities. A 24-year-old guy who gives you a 45-year-old policeman 2 Ghana cedis cannot give you and the institution any respect for that matter. Prayer is not what is needed here, in my opinion. Nana Inchubwe Siako says, after taking bribes, God can listen and answer your prayers if you stay clean and righteous. They should stop having interest in the red, blue, green cars. God will be their light. Amen. That's Nana, you saying that. Mohammed Eliasu says, a nation full of jokers. Only in Ghana that this kind of, well, stupidity exists, you say. If providing security for Ghanaians by the police is now for players, then why waste our... Are you saying prayers or players? I'm not quite sure. He says, then why waste our taxes paying them? Let all of us go and establish mosques and churches so that anytime there's an armed robbery, we can pray against it. Or if we want to arrest criminals, we will pray for the criminals to bring themselves. Okay, very sarcastic comments there everybody seems to have. Natogma Harun says, this is an attempt to create fear in people's minds. It's as if the police can no longer contain the high crime rate. This is completely wrong and isn't expected of a security service. Let's do away with the police and engagement of God to constantly pray for our security needs. Kofi King said that time should be use of training. You basically, I guess, want to say that they should use the time they're going to pray to actually train, learn new tactics in combating crime, self-defense, and how to treat suspects with respect. Prayer won't solve the killings. I believe those attacking the police are aggrieved with the way the police once mishandled them. And let me take the very final two. Donald Donaldson, you say, what should God do about this when you need proper police people with credibility? Because of foot soldiers, we will never have proper police in Ghana. And that's quite a big issue about the recruitment process and what goes into choosing who polices this country. Ebenezer Diaba will probably be my final comment. He says, it's good to pray, but it is written, the fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. They should purge, clean their house, starting from the recruitment process and welfare. Recruitment comes up here once again. You say, until they become fair and just to the public, their woes will increase despite their prayers. It's written, if the people who are called by my name will repent and turn from their evil ways, I will hear their prayers. Very interesting twist you bring, Ebenezer, to that conversation. All right, so there's still a lot more comments on Facebook. If you are interested, it's on facebook.com/JoyNews on TV. We're streaming live there as well, but you can also watch, look out for the comments. Very interesting ones, I must say that. Some of them are really thought-provoking. You're still watching The Pulse with me, Gifty Ando, up here.